Today, join us on an awe-inspiring adventure to Covert Arch. This incredible gem is tucked away on the east side of Arches National Park. This incredible arch is not only impressive by itself, but is truly set apart by the unparalleled solitude and natural beauty that surrounds it, unlike the rest of Arches. But getting there, you don't go through the main park. You gotta go on an off-road adventure first. The area where Covert Arch is called Lost Springs. This was a recent addition to Arches National Park in 1998 and is a treasure trove of wonders waiting to be explored. To get there, you're gonna have to choose your own adventure route, kind of like those adventure books back in the days if you remember them. To start your adventure, you have 3 options to choose from. The easiest is from Green River, Utah. You head east about 18 miles to Crescent Junction, where I-70 meets 191, and you take the Yellow Cat Road. Option 2 is leaving from Moab. Similar, you take Highway 191 north for about 30 miles to Crescent Junction, where it meets I-70, and again, take the Yellow Cat Road. To be honest, this is the easiest way to reach this adventure site. But option 3 is for those craving a little bit of excitement. The Dome Plateau Trail. This will offer an exhilarating journey, and it's perfect for the Manual Toyota Tacoma today. If you'd like to see the full Dome Plateau Trail review with our long bed Tacoma, you want to check out that other video after this one's over. Today, to keep things a little bit more simple, so we can get to this arch and have time to hike to it, we're going to be taking the easier way in from the backside of Dome Plateau. This will be trimming off some of the mileage and leaving off some of the more challenging off-roading sections for this adventure. But not all of them, of course.
Very noisy.
It is. For those of you who are not familiar with Tacoma manuals, they come with a system on the TRD off-road called A-Track. From our experience with the system, it kind of acts like the high version if you put your MTS on all the way. The only major difference we seemed to notice was that A-Track is a little louder than MTS, but this might just be the specific truck.
No A-track, just straight.
You lifted the tire.
And just go straight. You're on top of it now. And now go, driver. If you're not familiar with Dome Plateau, this is an area of Moab that you should explore and put on your bucket list. We won't be going into all of its features today since we're going to be focusing on the area where Covert Arch is, but honestly, as you journey across Dome Plateau, you'll be treated with splendid views and amazing slick rock that you can't get anywhere else. This is truly a special area of Moab that no one should miss. Also, what's wonderful is that you can wheel this area completely stock, and if you look, we still have mud flaps on this borrowed Tacoma. And we didn't have to rip any of them off or take them off to make any of these obstacles. And then sometimes, no matter how good of a driver you are, sometimes when you're going in a manual in second gear, they just don't want to do what they're told.
No! No!
A few moments later.
So before you come after us for killing the manual, is yes, Dane has driven a manual many times before. In fact, his first vehicle was a Ford manual truck. Now what he was trying to do was pull it in second like he would do with any of the other manuals that he owned. What we found out with this Tacoma and probably other manual Tacomas is that you don't want to do that due to the lack of low-end torque. Lessons learned. Still love manuals though.
But you need to go more passenger to get your tire up on it. There you go. There we go. That's better.
As you can see here, if you take the north entrance to Dome Plateau, which is also known as the ATV as side-by-side parking staging area, you'll avoid a lot of the main obstacles on Dome Plateau, and so that makes this also an area you can take your stock SUV to get to this location. Of course, this also relies a lot on driver experience, so if you're new to the off-roading, we recommend you take your time and watch your tire placement and put your tires on the high spots. But honestly, this is a great trail to try to stretch your legs on, since there's not too many things that can go wrong. Before you know it, you'll have completed the connector section for Dome Plateau, and then you'll be continuing on to the trail that will lead you to Covert Arch. Once you leave Dome Plateau, you'll need to make a right to continue on the trail to get to Covert Arch. Once you hit the junction, you'll take a left, and very quickly you'll be on a very sandy road that'll eventually lead you to Covert Arch, where you can park. You won't be on this road very long before you reach the parking area, but it's more like a spacious turnoff, just enough room to accommodate a vehicle, maybe two. From this little tiny parking spot that's in the sagebrush, you'll finally make your way to the hiking trail that'll lead you to Covert Arch, which honestly isn't a hiking trail. Please be advised that if you plan on hiking to Covert Arch, there really isn't a trail to follow. Moderate navigation skills are essential for this route, and honestly having a GPS will prove to be extremely helpful. For our hike, we ended up using Gaia maps since the trail markers were not accurate at all. Our main advice for this trail is after you cross the wash, once you start off on the trailhead where you parked your vehicle, you're gonna want to stay more up on the slick rock if you can. Of course, when you're wayfinding in the desert, please make sure to not step on any cryptobiotic soil. After picking your own trail and navigating your way there, you'll be at the arch overlook. Standing before you across the canyon is Covert Arch. Covert Arch is a shelter type arch, and it is crafted out of the native Navajo sandstone. Its majestic beauty and the thrill of discovering this hidden gem in the heart of Arches National Park will leave you with memories to cherish. This arch is popular for rock climbers in this area, but it requires a permit through the Park Service. Once you're done admiring the arch, you get the opportunity to hike all the way back to your vehicle. Honestly, we loved mixing our four-wheeling adventure with this small hiking adventure today. If you're in the area, don't miss this incredible opportunity to explore Covert Arch in the surrounding areas and immerse yourself in the wilderness wonders near Arches National Park. You'll enjoy the lack of crowds and the solitude brought to you by the desert environment. So we encourage you to pack up your gear and embrace the adventure and let nature's hidden beauty unravel before your eyes as you travel through this landscape. If you like adventures like these, if you would hit that subscribe button, comment, and like this video, that'd really help us out. And also, it's free to you and costs you nothing. We hope that you'll venture again with us soon, and we hope to see you out there on the trail. Bye for now.